The irresistible secret of the Pantanal, the adventure senior travelers are discovering. Have you ever stopped to think that you might be missing out on the best travel experience of your life? Many people believe that. Safaris are only for young adventurers. This belief comes at a cost, because while you wait, you're missing the chance to experience something that only a few people ever do. The Pantanal is not an ordinary destination. It's a place where you can see jaguars, giant caimans, hundreds of bird species, and landscapes that look like scenes from a movie, all with safety, accessibility, and a pace that respects your comfort. As a senior traveler, you deserve an experience that combines comfort with authenticity. Here, you don't have to be an extreme adventurer. You don't need to sleep in tents or face unnecessary risks. What you'll find is a well-organized, safe, and accessible experience, exactly what you deserve at this stage of life. In this guide, you will learn how to turn a simple trip into an adventure that can change your perspective on what's possible. You will discover the best time to go, where to stay, what to expect, and how to enjoy every moment with safety and comfort. If you want more than pretty photos, if you want a real, safe, and memorable experience, keep watching. The Pantanal is waiting for you. If this video sparked your interest, share it with friends and family who would also enjoy an adventure in the Pantanal. Together, you can turn this dream into reality and create memories that will last a lifetime. Safe arrival. How to begin your Pantanal experience. Access to the southern Pantanal begins in the city of Campo Grande, the capital of Mato Grosso do Sul, located about 320 kilometers from the main tourist ranches. From Campo Grande, the journey continues along BR 262, a paved highway that crosses the state toward the towns of Aquidauana and Miranda. After Miranda, the route follows well-maintained dirt roads during the dry season, May to September, providing safe access to rural properties that serve as safari bases. The entire trip takes between 5 and 7 hours, depending on weather conditions and your final destination. Road safety is ensured by regular maintenance and clear signage to guide visitors. Along the way, it is common to see typical wildlife such as capybaras, jabiras, and hyacinth macaws in their natural habitat. These species are often found in wetlands and along the roadside, especially during early morning and late afternoon. Tourist ranches prepared to receive international visitors are strategically located along the main access routes and offer suitable infrastructure. Many properties provide covered parking, air-conditioned rest areas, and restaurants with meals adapted to international preferences. Guest comfort is a priority, with accommodations ranging from simple chalets to suites with air conditioning. The rural properties that serve as safari bases are located in wide-open areas, with controlled access through marked gates and secure parking. Most ranches offer trails with different levels of difficulty, allowing senior travelers to choose activities according to their physical ability and personal preferences. Observation points near lakes and wetlands are accessible via paved paths or walkways with handrails, ensuring accessibility for visitors with reduced mobility. Upon arriving in these areas, visitors begin to understand the seasonal dynamics of the Pantanal, shaped by the flood season, December to April, and the dry season, May to September, which influence the entire local experience and the availability of activities. First encounter with wildlife, capybaras, birds, and Pantanal fauna. The first contact with Pantanal wildlife often happens during the initial outings near the ranches, where groups of capybaras with their young are commonly seen around lakes and wetland areas. These rodents, the largest in the world, weigh up to 65 kilograms and are gentle herbivores. They tolerate the presence of observers at a safe distance of about 50 meters. Their young, smaller, and more curious, attract special attention from visitors due to their size and exploratory behavior. The best observation opportunities occur in the early morning, between 6 and 8 a.m., and late afternoon, between 4 and 6 p.m., when the animals come out to feed. Accessibility to observation points is ensured by elevated platforms and marked paths, allowing wildlife viewing without disturbance. The natural sounds of the Pantanal, wind rustling through the vegetation, bird song, and the movement of water, create a complete sensory experience that defines the environment. Birds such as jabiras, herons, and hyacinth macaws can be observed during their daily feeding and resting routines, offering excellent opportunities for high-quality photography. The relative silence of the environment, broken only by natural sounds, allows visitors to develop a deeper understanding of how the Pantanal ecosystem functions. Specialized guides accompany all excursions, providing detailed information about animal behavior, reproductive cycles, and adaptations to the seasonal environment. Comfort during these activities is ensured by air-conditioned vehicles, ergonomic seating, and regular rest stops. Life in the Pantanal follows natural rhythms defined by the flood and dry seasons, which directly influence animal concentration and behavior. During the dry season, May to September, animals gather near water sources, making sightings more frequent and closer. In the flood season, December to April, animals disperse more widely, but visitors gain access to unique observation opportunities in flooded forest areas. Senior travelers should plan their visit according to the season. In the dry season, May to September, wildlife concentration is higher and trails are more accessible. In the rainy season, October to April, the weather is milder and the landscapes greener. This understanding of the natural cycle prepares visitors for the more immersive experiences that occur in the next stages of the safari. The vehicle safari. Watching jaguars with safety and comfort. The vehicle safari is the main activity offered by tourist ranches in the Pantanal. It is conducted in specially adapted vehicles with open or removable roofs for better viewing and photography. Routes typically last between 2 and 4 hours, covering distances of 20 to 40 kilometers along marked trails within the ranch properties. The Pantanal biome is characterized by seasonally flooded plains, open fields, and forested areas, each providing unique wildlife watching opportunities. Specialized guides have extensive knowledge of animal behavior, local ecology, and the natural history of the region, offering educational context throughout the journey. Safety is ensured through controlled speeds, appropriate distances from wildlife, and constant communication between guides about animal movement in the area. The possibility of seeing a jaguar is the highlight of many safaris, although sightings are not guaranteed due to the elusive nature of these big cats. Jaguars inhabit dense forest areas and are most active in low-light periods, making sightings rare but unforgettable when they do occur. Other frequently observed species include deer, tapirs, anteaters, and various reptiles, each adapted to the different environments of the Pantanal. Comfort during these excursions is ensured by padded seats, proper sun protection, and strategic stops for rest and hydration. Interactions between visitors, guides, and other international travelers create a collaborative atmosphere of shared discovery, where wildlife information is exchanged among groups. Many ranches organize safaris in small groups, usually 6 to 8 people, to guarantee a personalized experience and better photographic opportunities. Senior travelers benefit greatly from this structure, as they can choose less intense schedules, reduce speeds, and more frequent stops when needed. Environmental education is an essential part of the safari, with guides explaining conservation concepts, hydrological cycles, and the Pantanal's importance as a global natural heritage site. Accessible trail. Guided walk to the Miranda River. The Miranda River is one of the main rivers in the southern Pantanal, located approximately 15 to 25 kilometers from the tourist ranches, depending on the property. The trails leading to the river extend from 2 to 5 kilometers, with different difficulty levels, allowing visitors to choose according to their physical ability and personal preferences. The route crosses diverse environments, including open fields, forested areas, and seasonally flooded wetlands, offering full exposure to the Pantanal's biodiversity. Natural sounds, such as birdsong, flowing water, and wind in the vegetation, create a sensory experience throughout the walk. Accessibility is ensured by well-marked trails with handrails in steeper sections and strategically positioned rest points for visitor comfort. Along the walk, visitors can observe small animals and colorful insects that inhabit the Pantanal ecosystem, including butterflies, dragonflies, small reptiles, and smaller mammals. Blue morpho butterflies are especially notable, with wingspans of up to 15 centimeters and iridescent colors. that reflect light spectacularly. Insects play a crucial role in pollination and the food chain, serving as important indicators of local ecosystem health. Specialized guides identify species along the way, providing information on life cycles, adaptations, and the ecological importance of each organism observed. Comfort during the walk is ensured by a moderate pace, frequent stops for observation and hydration, and appropriate sun protection through hats and suitable clothing. Arrival at the Miranda River marks an important transition in the visitor's experience, expanding their understanding of the Pantanal to include the role of rivers and lagoons in sustaining the biome. The river functions as a vital artery of the ecosystem, supporting populations of fish, reptiles, aquatic birds, and mammals that depend on its resources. Senior travelers can rest along the riverbank, enjoy the landscape, and observe aquatic wildlife without the need for high-intensity activities. The river's structure, with its floodable plains, sandbanks, and riparian vegetation, highlights the complexity of the Pantanal's hydrological system and its resilience to seasonal cycles. This deeper understanding of the central role of water in the Pantanal prepares visitors for the specialized aquatic experiences in the next stages of the journey. The boat tour and Pantanal bird life. The boat tour along the Miranda River and its tributaries is one of the most memorable experiences of the Pantanal safari, offering a unique perspective of aquatic wildlife and the birds that inhabit the riverbanks. The boats used are aluminum or fiberglass vessels with capacity for 6 to 12 passengers, equipped with comfortable seating, sun protection, and mandatory safety life jackets. Routes typically last 2 to 3 hours, covering 10 to 20 kilometers of the river, with strategic stops for observation and photography. The calm water during the dry season, May to September, provides ideal conditions for safe navigation and clear wildlife viewing. Comfort is ensured by moderate speeds, adequate protection from sun and rain, and frequent stops for rest and hydration. The hyacinth macaw, Anodorhynchus hyacinthus, is the most iconic symbol of the Pantanal. It is the largest macaw in the world, reaching up to 1 meter in length and wingspans over 1.5 meters. These birds have vibrant cobalt blue plumage with characteristic yellow markings around the eyes, making them easily recognizable as they fly over the river. Hyacinth macaws feed mainly on the seeds of native palm trees, especially the acuri palm, concentrating in specific areas of the Pantanal where these plants are abundant. Sightings occur most frequently in the late afternoon, between 4 and 6 p.m., when the birds return to their nighttime roosts. Other aquatic birds often seen include herons, tiger herons, kingfishers, and ospreys, each adapted to specific niches within the aquatic environment. The behavior of Pantanal birds reveals remarkable adaptations to the seasonal environment, with changes in feeding, reproduction, and migration patterns according to water level variations. During the flood season, December to April, birds disperse into flooded forest areas, while in the dry season, May to September, they gather near remaining rivers and lagoons. Senior travelers can observe these birds in their natural behavior without disturbance, maintaining an appropriate distance of approximately 30 to 50 meters, as recommended by specialized guides. The ornithological guidance provided during the tour includes information on reproductive cycles, migration patterns, and the importance of birds as indicators of ecosystem health. Caimans, fishing, and action. The controlled approach to caimans is one of the most exciting moments of the Pantanal safari, carried out under strict supervision from guides specialized in reptile behavior. The Pantanal caimans belong mainly to the species Caiman yacare, which can reach up to 3 meters in length and over 40 kilograms in weight. These reptiles are dominant predators, feeding on fish, aquatic birds, and small mammals. They position themselves strategically along riverbanks and lagoons to hunt. The approach is done in slow-moving motorboats, keeping a minimum distance of 20 to 30 meters from the animals, allowing safe observation without triggering defensive behavior. Safety is ensured through strict distance protocols, constant communication between guides, and continuous monitoring of animal behavior throughout the activity. The behavior of caimans shows sophisticated adaptations to the aquatic environment, including the ability to detect water vibrations through specialized sensory receptors located along their skin. When potential prey gets close, caimans use these vibrations to pinpoint the exact position of the target, enabling fast and effective attacks. During fishing activities in Pantanal rivers, caimans are often seen approaching hooks and fishing lines, showing interest in potential food sources. Guides explain in detail how this sensory system works, providing educational context about reptile evolution and adaptation over millions of years. Comfort during these observations is ensured by stable seating, protection from weather conditions, and regular rest stops for passengers. The epic moment of the fishing experience happens when birds of prey, particularly the gavião pescador, Harpagus bidentatus, or the osprey, Pandion haliatus, dive into the water to catch fish in spectacular high-precision, high-speed flights. These birds have extremely sharp vision, capable of detecting fish at depths of up to 2 meters, allowing successful high-speed strikes. These captures are often recorded in slow motion during boat tours, creating visually striking and emotionally impactful moments for visitors. Senior travelers can enjoy these natural events without any need for active participation, remaining safely on the boat while observing predator-prey dynamics in their natural state. This immersive experience in the Pantanal food chain prepares visitors for the final revelation, the full ecological complexity of the Pantanal. Panoramic lookouts. The best views of the Pantanal Morro do Pacsixi is one of the most notable sightseeing points in the southern Pantanal, located in the municipality of Piraputanga, approximately 80 kilometers from Miranda, via the MS 450 road. Access to the lookout is via a dirt road about 12 kilometers long, with steep sections that require vehicles with adequate traction and careful driving. The ascent takes between 45 minutes and 1 hour, depending on weather conditions and road maintenance, offering a gradual immersion in Pantanal landscapes. The route passes through native vegetation, open fields, and rocky formations, gradually, revealing the region's unique topography. Accessibility is ensured through strategic rest stops, vehicles equipped with suitable suspension, and guides experienced in navigating challenging terrain. Upon reaching the Morro de Pacsixi lookout, visitors are rewarded with a spectacular panoramic view of the Pantanal Plains, with an almost unlimited horizon in all directions. At an altitude of approximately 900 meters, the viewpoint provides a unique perspective of the biome's vastness, revealing the true scale of the Pantanal and its importance as a continental-level ecosystem. On clear days, it is possible to see distant geological formations, rivers, and lagoons reflecting sunlight, along with vegetation patterns that characterize different areas of the biome. The lookout structure includes a safe observation platform, benches for extended rest, and informational panels about the region's geology, natural history, and ecological importance. Comfort during the visit is ensured by adequate sun protection, access to drinking water, and the possibility of resting in a safe, well-structured environment. The historic roads that cross the Pantanal, such as MS 450, represent routes of economic and cultural significance for the region. They connect rural communities and facilitate access to the biome for tourism and conservation purposes. The history of these routes reflects the region's development over decades, with records of use by explorers, traders, and researchers seeking to understand the Pantanal. Senior travelers can appreciate the landscape during the ascent, observing gradual changes in vegetation and topography as the altitude increases. The descent offers an opportunity to reflect on the experience, reinforcing a deeper understanding of the magnitude and complexity of the Pantanal ecosystem. This elevated and expansive perspective prepares visitors for their return to local communities and for appreciating Pantanal culture, which characterizes the final stage of the journey. Local culture and Pantanal daily life. The small ranches that define daily life in the Pantanal are rural family hubs where traditions of cattle raising, subsistence farming, and visitor hospitality are preserved. Typical architecture includes wooden houses with wide verandas and hammocks strategically placed to take advantage of natural ventilation and sun protection. The structures are built on stilts to protect against seasonal flooding, reflecting generations of accumulated knowledge about adapting to the Pantanal environment. Ranch owners often share stories about the region, conservation practices, and environmental changes observed over decades, Accessibility to common areas is ensured through ramps, handrails, and wide spaces that allow comfortable circulation for visitors with reduced mobility. Pantanal cuisine offers an authentic experience through traditional dishes made with local ingredients, including freshwater fish, beef, and agricultural products grown in the region. Fresh sugarcane juice, prepared daily in small artisanal mills, is a refreshing traditional drink offered to visitors during tour breaks. Homemade sweets, often made from native fruits such as tucupi and buriti, demonstrate traditional knowledge of using natural resources for culinary purposes. Comfort during meals is ensured by air-conditioned dining areas, proper seating, and hygienic food preparation that meets international safety standards. Pantanal hospitality is characterized by genuine warmth, a willingness to share knowledge about the region, and authentic concern for the well-being of visitors. Ranch owners often provide information about local history, environmental conservation practices, and challenges faced by rural Pantanal communities. Senior travelers benefit from this personalized approach, receiving special attention and adaptations according to their specific comfort and safety needs. Interaction with the local community offers an opportunity for a deeper understanding of how the Pantanal functions not only as a natural ecosystem, but also as a living human environment integrated with nature. This cultural experience enriches the visitor's journey, transforming the trip into multidimensional learning that goes beyond simply observing wildlife and scenery. Next steps: how to plan your trip to the Pantanal. You have explored the Pantanal through this complete guide. You now understand its wildlife, landscapes, seasonal patterns, and the authentic experiences that await you. The question is no longer, what is the Pantanal? It is, when will you experience it for yourself? Pantanal is not a conventional tourist destination. It is a living ecosystem where you observe animals in their natural habitat, not in controlled environments. You interact with local communities that have lived here for generations. You experience genuine hospitality and authentic cultural exchange. Unlike crowded tourist resorts, the Pantanal offers direct wildlife observation: jaguars, caimans, capybaras, and hundreds of bird species in their natural environment. You experience seasonal variety, with different moments depending on when you visit. In the dry season, maximum wildlife concentration. In the wet season, dramatic transformation of the landscape. And most importantly, you interact with local guides and families who share knowledge and traditions accumulated over generations. Why do senior travelers choose the Pantanal? This region is increasingly popular among senior travelers because it offers accessible adventure with a flexible schedule and comfortable accommodations. The health benefits are significant: outdoor activity, fresh air, and intellectual engagement in a natural environment. The experiences are meaningful and transformative, with learning about ecology, wildlife, and local culture. And all of this with safety and comfort, supported by an established tourism infrastructure, professional guides, and reliable services. In addition, the cost is competitive. A one-week safari in the Pantanal ranges from $2,500 to $3,500 USD per person, including lodging, meals, and guided tours, comparable or even less expensive than other international wildlife destinations. Planning your visit. The best time to visit depends on your preferences. The dry season, May to September, offers the highest concentration of wildlife, easier trails, and milder temperatures. The wet season, December to April, brings transformed landscapes, fewer tourists, and different bird species. Expect daily tours of 3 to 5 hours, boat excursions on rivers and lagoons, trails of varying difficulty, sunset wildlife viewing, meals with local families, and comfortable lodging in guest houses. The physical requirement is moderate. You should be able to walk 2 to 5 kilometers daily, be comfortable with outdoor conditions, heat, humidity, insects, and be flexible for wildlife viewing. Plan at least 1 week. This allows time to adapt to the environment and maximize wildlife sightings. Next steps. Choose when to visit. Dry season, May to September, for maximum wildlife concentration, or wet season, December to April, for landscape diversity. Next, select your accommodation. Options range from simple lodges to luxury eco-resorts. all with professional staff and reliable services. Work with experienced tour operators who specialize in senior travelers and understand accessibility needs. Prepare practically with appropriate clothing, sun protection, insect repellent, and any necessary medications. If this guide inspired you, share it with friends and family who would love to experience an adventure in the Pantanal. Subscribe now and activate notifications so you don't miss new content that will help you plan the trip of a lifetime. The Pantanal is real. The animals are there. The landscapes exist. The local hospitality is genuine. The infrastructure is established and reliable. The only thing missing is you.